Okay, everything's set up. Let's see if you can hear me. Always half the battle when it comes to these streams because the PS5 is so weird when it comes to broadcasting compared to the PS4. But anyways, welcome back everybody to Cloyne United. This is episode 4 of this FIFA 23 Create a Club Career Mode. And it comes just after a fantastic result for Manchester United, who are in the FA Cup final after beating Brighton on penalties. Easy for me to say. And you know what, lads? It's time to celebrate. I've had a few cans of cider in the fridge for a little while now, and I think it's time to finally crack them open. There we go. I'm so bad at pouring drinks, it is ridiculous, but this one is actually, no, never mind, this one's actually okay. This one is actually okay. Oh, lovely stuff. Oh, it smells great. Let me just take that first little sip. God, it is rare that I have a drink anymore these days. But God, when I do, it's always very, very nice. Again, there's just one more thing I need to check that I've completely forgotten about. Not music. Mic. Adjust mic level. I think it's down as much as it can be. Okay, let me just hear how that sounds. There we go. Sounds okay. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let me get the chat back up as well. And I just make sure the tweet went out too. Sometimes the tweet takes a few minutes to go out. For some reason, when you tweet a link, it can take a little while. The Brighton manager saying they should have won. Well, you didn't. So, shut up. Lovely stuff. Sorry, now I know that I'm going to be quiet. It's just sometimes these things take a little bit to load. But there we go. Anyways, let's get on with the episode as I bring the table a little bit closer to me. So, last time out, we got through a good few games that went, somewhat okay in some circumstances. I'm trying to think of the first game of the last episode. I can't even remember. We finished up with a 1-0 win over West Ham. We were unlucky to lose against Chelsea. Beat Bournemouth 3-0. We beat Arsenal 2-1. I think we started with the Everton game, if memory is serving me correctly. Yeah, I think it's the Everton game we started with. And the only real bad result we had was the Newcastle one, 6-2. Chelsea was a close enough game, so I could kind of deal with that result. But today what we'll do is we will sim this game. We'll play the highlights of this game against Leicester. We'll obviously play against Spurs. Maybe sim against Bournemouth, who obviously we already beat 3-0 earlier this month. And then we will get into the January transfer window. So, excuse me, a decent episode coming up. I think we did have a couple of tired legs in here, so I might make 1 or 2 changes. We'll bring on Schuler for Chavez. Paolini is a bit tired, but we don't really have another cam. I might give Hobbs a game. Hello, JJ. Wembley once again, what a story it is. Oh, JJ, I'm telling you, man, my heart can't take penalties, but by God, that will go down as one of my all-time favourite penalty shootouts. Unless we lose the FA Cup final, then I don't think I'll ever want to watch it again. But still, you get the point. Yeah, back at Wembley. I even cracked open a can at the start of this episode, JJ. I'm having a couple of drinks to celebrate, which is rare for me. I very rarely have a drink anymore. But this just felt like an occasion where, you know what, let's celebrate this a little bit. And I'm glad... I'm so glad that we have another cup final in the bag, especially after a very disappointing game in the Europa League. I think we needed a positive result. And I mean, listen, how much more positive can you get than getting to a cup final against Manchester City? First cup final those two have had in my lifetime against each other, so should be exciting. Not actually exactly sure when the last time United and City played each other in the final. The closest we've played each other in a few semi-finals in the FA Cup and the League Cup over the last 10 or so years. If City want the treble, they have to go through us, who did the treble. Exactly. Well, hopefully, they'll have been stopped before then. You know what I mean? Like, I think Mark Wahlberg was saying that as well. Hopefully, we won't be the ones to have to stop them. You know, I'm praying that Real Madrid can do us a favour. Hopefully Arsenal, I hate saying it, but hopefully Arsenal can win the league. So, fingers crossed that, you know, someone can stop them before we do. But, obviously, you know, we can only do our job. The FA Cup Manchester final. Yeah, no, it's a big one. It's a big one. Right, we get a counter-attack here against Leicester. Ferreira. God, I hate playing. So is JJ and Alex. Go on, Alex, lad. Why would you go with your weak foot there? Why the fuck did you go with your weak foot? Oh, my God. Right, Leicester on the attack here. At least the snow. This is the first time I think I've actually played in the snow in FIFA this year. And it's nowhere near as blinding as it used to be. Good save by Schmeichel against his old club. Didn't even think about that. But yeah, no, I'm very excited about the cup final. Obviously, I was at an FA Cup game this season. I was at the West Ham game. So isn't it every game we had up to the semi-final was at home, and we won every single one of them 3-1. That's crazy. They were all at home, and they all had the same result. That's weird. But in a good way. But as I say, you know, I was... Oh, unlucky. I was gutted about the Europa League. I really, really would have liked to have won the Europa League. I don't know if... Oh, shit. There we go. There we go. Give me a second. It's JJ. The English Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy has scored a hat-trick against Leicester in the past. Oh, it was a good save. Oh, but we get a penalty. Oh, my God, in the 90th minute. It's been a dramatic day of penalties. Oh, my God. I think I'm more nervous about this one. Come on. So anyways, you know, as we were saying, it's you know, it's great to be in the FA Cup final. I got a feeling it's up to us to stop them. I was saying to my friend on Friday, if Arsenal don't beat Southampton, they're not winning the league. It's nice to bounce back. De Gea had a great game, a clean sheet. And what are you saying, Dan? That never happened. Oh my God, all the highlights are Everson saves. But yeah, anyways, in all seriousness, let's get back onto that topic. Hey, listen, JJ, it could be up to us. It could be. And look, you know, I think Man City will beat Real Madrid. Obviously, I hope I'm wrong about that. But I do think City will pull it off. When it comes to the league title, we're just getting a few scout reports back here. I'll actually show you my transfer hub. Said it because I stubbed my toe. Oh, like, yeah, I had no doubt, JJ. Had absolutely no doubt. Had absolutely no doubt. Like as if we'd miss a penalty in the last minute of a game that we, you know, not desperately needed to win, but, you know, would have been nice to have won. But anyway, it was a clean sheet. There we go, another clean sheet. I think it's only our second one. Yay, let's celebrate the positives. But I think City will beat Real Madrid. I hope not, but I just can't see Real Madrid doing it 2 years in a row. And when it comes to Arsenal and Man City, if Arsenal can get a draw against City, I think they'll be okay. But if City win that game, I don't think City will drop any more points after that. I really don't think they will. So yeah, I think Arsenal will be kicking themselves. You know, they got into such a great position, and now it's not looking great for them. But listen, hopefully they can pull it off. Because the last thing we need is Man City winning anything this season. Like, I never want Man City to win anything, but at the same time, you know, this year it even more so, because don't want them to win the league. It'll be their third league title in a row. We're the only team to ever do that. Now, also, even if they do that, at least we're the only team who's ever done it twice. But still, I don't want them to do it at all. We're playing them in the FA Cup final, so even I extra don't want them to win that, because we're the ones playing against them, and they've never won the European Cup, and I don't want them to win that, and also I don't want them to win a bloody treble. So there's a lot to it this year. Playing Spurs, they had a good day. Oh, JJ, I tell you what, man, I couldn't believe it earlier on. I didn't see the first goal. I tuned in a couple of minutes after it started, and I was like, oh shit, Newcastle already 1-0 up. And then, bloody hell, the goals just started flooding in. It was mental. Absolutely mental. Spurs. The fact that Spurs were even in the top 4 race up to this point, and they still technically are, if we're going off technicalities and, mathematically, they're still in it. Oh, but I tell you what, they're not in this game at the moment because we've also scored an early goal against them. Easy for me to say. Excuse me. The English Van Nistelrooy, JJ, he's at it again. 1-0 against Tottenham. Putting that supposed penalty miss behind him, even though I think it's a myth. I don't think he missed a penalty in the last minute against Leicester. That never happened. Oh, it's a delicate fit, a little back heel past Hugo Lloris. But, yeah, Tottenham were just absolutely horrendous. That was simple. That was one of the easier goals we've scored this season, but it was a delicate finish. Fair play. The English Van Nistelrooy strikes again. I never miss. I never doubted you, JJ. Ever. Never ever doubted you. Oh, good tackle by Calabria. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're in again. Oh! It was nearly 2-0. It was nearly the exact same as Newcastle. 2-0 inside 5 minutes. Why is Hugo Lloris wearing number 13? That's weird. But anyways, yeah, Tottenham, like the fact they've gotten this far in the league was, and still being in, still considered to have been in a top 4 race. Like, I mean, it's crazy because they just don't have a great squad. They've got some good individual players. Obviously, Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, what's his name, the centre back. Oh my god, why can't I remember his? Oh shit! Good save by Schmeichel. Christian Romero. They've got some decent players there, but there's just something about Spurs. There's just something within their DNA that they just can't get. The most they've ever been able to get over the line. Oh shit! That was fucking close. The most they've been able to get over the line has been a top 4 finish. Like they're just a strange team. And I have a lot of time for Spurs. Oh, unlucky. I do have a lot of time for them. I have a Newcastle friend and he was loving it as you would. Yeah, I mean, Newcastle have just been... What a season they've had, Like, for Newcastle this season, it was all about qualifying. For me, Newcastle this season, it was all about trying to qualify for any European competition. And I mean, they look absolutely just nailed on for top 4 now. And it's kind of nice in a way. It's nice to see someone different finish in a Champions League spot. We've had the same 6 teams. Well, Arsenal haven't been in it for a while, but we'll say in the last 6 years we've had the same 6 teams going for it. Leicester have kind of been up and about, but they always kind of bottled it towards the end. Leicester mightn't even be in the Premier League next season with the way things are going. But Newcastle, it's kind of a breath of fresh air. And fair play to them, It's one thing to get the money. Oh, good save! Oh my god! That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. That's the most FIFA 23 fucking goal I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. Harry Kane. Great save by Schmeichel. Comes back to Heung-min Son. Unbelievable. 1-1. Their goal difference is 20, better than us with the same points. But yeah, I think someone tweeted it out the other day, and it was, I've never related to a tweet so much when it comes to United. United don't lose often this season, but when we lose, we fucking lose. And the thing is, we have lost a couple of games by heavy deficits. There was the 4-0 to Brentford, the 7-0 to Liverpool, the 6-3 to Man City. We've had a few heavy defeats, and obviously we've pretty much played the entire season without a clinical striker. We had Ronaldo, but he only got 1 league goal while he was there, and obviously he was never really the main man. Rashford's more of a winger, so I wouldn't really count him as the striker. But he has played up front this season, but he's been more of a winger. Weghorst is a workhorse, and I love the man, but he's the furthest thing from clinical. Oh shit. Martial's been injured pretty much the whole season. Oh, for fuck's sake! Fuck off! Oh, I hate Tottenham. I hate Tottenham. I hate Tottenham. I don't hate Tottenham. I just hate them at this moment. Harry Kane, it's time. I'm amazed Harry Kane has even stayed at Spurs this long, to be honest with you. I think he should have left at least 2 or 3 years ago. I think someone actually said it. I can't remember where I saw it. think it was on TikTok, but this was coming from a Spurs fan. Harry Kane should have left after the Champions League final in 2019. You know, I'm not sure what offers would have been there, but I'm sure that if he had asked to leave then, there definitely would have been a couple of clubs in for him. But yeah, a couple of Spurs fans think that, well, not just Spurs fans, I think a lot of people feel that he should have left after that final. That, you know, that was probably, oh my God, that was probably as good as it was going to get for Tottenham. Was getting to that Champions League final, one of the worst Champions League finals ever, by the way. That 2020 final was abysmal. Now, having said that, the last few Champions League finals haven't been great. Like, last season's one was probably one of the better ones in recent times, but even then, it wasn't the most exciting game. So yeah, it's just been a shame that the quality in the Champions League finals, as of late, haven't been great. I think that 2019 final was actually the last one to have more than one goal. I think they've all ended 1-0 since then. Yeah, because Bayern beat PSG. Oh shit! Oh, for fuck's sake! Like, this is FIFA 23 in a nutshell. We have a great start, and everything since then has just gone Tottenham's way. Jeez. 4 goals in the game, you fucking twat. It's nice for a player to stay loyal, but he's done all he can and nobody will blame him. I honestly, JG, I think, you know, you can be... I don't think leave... See, this is the thing, right? Some people think leaving a club... You know, like, people say, oh, if Harry Kane left now, oh, you couldn't consider him disloyal. Honestly, he could have left in 2019, and I don't think anyone could have called him disloyal. Like, Tottenham have never been a prolific team whilst he's been there, in terms of, you know, winning trophies. They've gotten to a couple of finals. You know, they got to the League Cup final in 2015 and 2021. They got to the Champions League final in 2019. But let's be honest, like, they fluked their way to that final. And listen, fair play. You know, get there however you need to get there, or whatever way you can get there. But, like, Tottenham were never going to win that Champions League final. Ever. Like, I thought that was going to go in. Like, Spurs were just... Yeah, Harry Kane was actually injured going into that final as well. He wasn't fully fit. But, like, I don't think Spurs were ever going to win that Champions League final. You know, I think that it's been... I mean, he was playing fucking Conference League football last season, for God's sake. Harry Kane is not a player who should be playing outside the Champions League. It's as simple as that. And he deserves a big move, you know? He's look at his goal-scoring contributions speak for themselves, you know? In a way, I'm glad he didn't leave last season, because he would have been going to Man City. And, you know, I mean, listen, they got Haaland in the end, so it's not like it really matters, but you get what I mean. But yeah, I think... Listen, I do think he'll leave in the summer and could possibly be a United player. Could possibly be a United player. But we'll wait and see. Fucking hell. Spurs playoffs on away to Liverpool this week. Teams behind them are not too far behind. Feel if Spurs get no European football, many players will leave. Yeah, I mean, Heung-min Son's another one. He's probably stayed there too long. And listen, like this might sound weird, but I think even for Tottenham it mightn't be a bad thing if these players leave. You know, like, these players, obviously... They've stayed with Spurs. I mean, Kane has been there, obviously, since he came up to the youth academy. Son's been there, God, I can't even remember when Heung-min Son joined. Was it 2014, 2015, something like that? Like, these players don't owe Tottenham anything anymore. Like, they've done all they can for them, and they've been brilliant players. Unfortunately, JJ can't put that at the other side of Lloris. But these players don't owe Tottenham anything. And I think Tottenham probably they need a fresh start. They need some bit of fresh energy, you know? There's a lot of... like, Kane and Son aren't dead wood, but there's a lot of dead wood they need to get rid of. And the star players, I just think they've done everything they can. I think, you know, Kane and Son aren't getting any younger. So I think if there was any time to leave, it would be now. I don't even think... Like, even you're saying if they don't get European football, I think if they just even if they don't get Champions League football, I mean, I don't think Heung-min Son wants to play in the Europa League. Harry Kane definitely doesn't, you know. And I don't even think Spurs, even if they are in the Europa League next season, I don't even think they'll win that. Lloris, JJ, I think Lloris, right? I think he has been a great goalkeeper for Tottenham. He is a shell of what he used to be, Hugo Lloris. Listen, he's won a World Cup. He's had a good career for Tottenham. Like, he's been a great player for them for the most part. But Jesus Christ, he's been shite as of late. I think Spurs could do better than Lloris. To be honest with you, I think he's well past his sell-by date. You know, and obviously he's been injured a lot of the season. Fraser Forster has had to go in there, and with all due respect to Fraser Forster, obviously he was a great player for Celtic. You know, it's not the calibre of goalkeeper Tottenham should have if they want to be competing for things. I'm going to bring on Fernandez. I feel like we need a bit more of a presence at the back. Schuler can come on for Chavez. I'll bring on Afif for Ferreira. I feel like we need to freshen it up here. Although I think the game is gone. Oh, I love a cold cider. Feel like it's going straight to my head already. What the fuck? That was weird. Alright, 10 minutes left. Can we pull one back and have a grandstand finish? Oh my god. Not with ball control like that. Seven minutes to go. I think we're just holding on to not concede anymore now. Spurs are in again here with Tanganga, who's a player I actually like a lot. And he's a bit of a cheat code in FIFA. He's listed as a right wing back, but if you convert him to a centre back, he goes up by a few overall. Oh, not a great ball by Afif. I wouldn't be surprised if Conte's team, who's taking charge, just leaves tomorrow. Yeah, but I mean, like there's, and this is the thing about Spurs. They've had some good managers, you know, Jose Mourinho, Pochettino, obviously did a good job there for the most part. What's his name? Antonio Conte. Like, I think it's, you know, they're at a stage now where it's a lot more than just the manager. If Antonio Conte and Jose Mourinho can't, that was a good save, can't, you know, get the best out of these players, then, I mean, to be fair to Mourinho, like he did get them to a cup final and then he got sacked before the cup final. He didn't even get to lead the team into Wembley. Oh, Alex can't even pull back another consolation goal. Here I am talking all this shit about Tottenham as they're beating me 3-1. Oh, it was nearly 3-2. That'll be that. Well, that's a disappointing first game to play in the stream. 3-1 loss to Spurs. Well, I mean, Spurs on FIFA, to be fair, have always been fucking brilliant. They win the league most of the time. I think they're actually top. I didn't even think about that. I think they're actually top of the league in this career mode at the moment. But not a good result, unfortunately. Right. Bournemouth up next. I think I'm going to sim this game. I might make one or two changes. JJ I'll keep in. Controversy. I'm going to give Paulinho a bit of a rest. I'm going to start Schuler. Chavez can go to centre back. Fernandez, I think I'm going to bring in for back, and Madsen for Calabria. Let's see what happens. 2-0. Get in there. JJ with another goal. Oh no, Ferreira got injured. Oh, bollocks. I actually predicted Spurs to win the league. I'll never pick them again. I actually remember that, JJ, and I love you to bits, man, but I remember the time being like, oh, that's a bold choice. Yeah, that was a bold choice. And listen, you know, obviously, you know, they're called predictions for a reason. It's because it's before it happens. But yeah, Spurs, I think it'd be a long time. I actually predicted them to win the FA Cup. I felt like Spurs were overdue a trophy, and I thought maybe they might sneak one of the cups, but obviously that's not going to happen now either. So, yeah. Ferreira's out for 3 weeks, which is frustrating. So, oh my god, McCulloch's gone up to 77. You know what, yeah? I've not used this guy yet. 29 years old, 77 rated, Scottish. Actually, I'm going to put him in the starting 11. I think in this Leeds game, I'm going to give him a go. And obviously the transfer window will be open as well. Actually, who do we get in the FA Cup? Huh, Leeds. So we've got 2 games against Leeds at home. Interesting, because I do want to rotate it, but I was hoping to get maybe a team lower down the leagues so I could completely rotate. But we'll still rotate a good bit for that game. De Vrij has gone on loan, and Lund has gone on loan. We're looking at the youth academy players. They all seem to be developing pretty decently. This Davis guy's gone down a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. Scott, I'm quite excited about him. Schuler says he wants to play this game. I'll tell him we've got bigger games coming up. But here we go. Leeds United. We're going to give this McCulloch guy a game. I don't think I've actually played him at all, but he's going to start this game. We'll give it a go because Ferreira's out for a few weeks. Anyone else I fancy putting in the team? No, I think I'm happy with that. Right. Can we get 3 points now against Leeds United? I like being bold with predictions. Well, I mean, it's one of those things where if you get a bold prediction right, you look like a genius. But there is always that risk of being well off the mark. And I've been there. Listen, I've been there plenty of times with predictions. I mean, I think I predicted that we were going to win the Champions League in 2018. And we got knocked out in the last 16. You know, so it's part of the fun, isn't it? You know, predictions. You know, it's funny because I actually was looking back at my predictions at the start of the season, and so far, I've got none of them right. So I can still have my Premier League winners be correct. The League Cup winners were incorrect, but I was close. FA Cup winners were incorrect. Europa League winners will be incorrect. Conference League, I actually can't remember who I picked now that I'm thinking about it. But I don't think I actually picked West Ham. Oh my god. Oh, like, this is fucking, like, this is why people complain about the game this year. When you can see, like, normally I would leave the replays go so you could watch the goals. But there's just such fucking annoying goals, I don't even want to fucking see them again. That's a foul. I didn't actually mean to skip that. I wanted to see the replay of that. My bad. But fuck it. We move. 1-0 down already. There's just so many, like, just such fucking annoying goals to concede in FIFA. Oh! That would have been a good chance for JJ there, but couldn't get there. Oh, Liverpool at top of the league. Now, West Ham are third. So strange. What a weird season this has been. Here's McCulloch now, the Scotsman, who gets the ball to Gallardo. Oh, not the best ball in the world. Melier will get there. I picked us for Europa, Conference League West Ham, and Champions League Real Madrid. Well, I may as well reveal it. I also picked Real Madrid for the Champions League, which technically could still happen. I think I actually picked Villarreal for the Conference League. Oh, that was sneaking in. Oh, that was sneaking in. So if I remember all my predictions correctly, it was I had City to win the league, Tottenham to win the FA Cup, I had Newcastle to win the League Cup. Now I'm glad I got that one wrong for obvious reasons. I had Madrid to win the Champions League, which could still happen. I did have United to win the Europa League as well, and obviously that unfortunately won't be happening. And I think it was Villarreal I had to win the Conference League, which I think they've been knocked out of it. Oh, it was a good save. But my updated predictions, I will give them to you now in a second. So, I'm still going to say Man City to win the league, just because I normally get that wrong, and I hope that I'm wrong. Champions League, I'm going to stay the same. I'm going to say Madrid, mainly because I just don't want Man City to win it. But you know what? I think I said it in the last one. I would love AC Milan to win it, but I just don't think they will. Oh, we're in here. McCulloch. Oh my god, he's done really well there. Dylan Turl. Oh! Well, I tell you what, I don't score many. Oh my, what's one of the worst fucking attempts? That was harder to fucking miss. Europa League, I'm going to go... I think I'm going to pick Roma. I'd like to see Roma win it. And Conference League, I have a feeling West Ham will win it. And fair play to them if they do. I'd also win the FA Cup and Spurs for the League Cup. Yeah, well, you could still get the FA Cup, right? And obviously, for the FA Cup, I'm going to predict us to win it. But, obviously, I do that even if I didn't think, even if I thought we were going to lose, I'd still predict us to win it. But I think, honestly, I think we can win it. We've beaten... Oh, shit! Oh, fuck off! Oh, I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. We've beaten City once this season. There's no reason why we can't do it again. Right. Corner kick. Alex will whip it in. Of course, it doesn't get beyond any of the Leeds players. Is Paulinho. That's probably the worst cross I've ever seen in my life. Aronson to... I couldn't even see who that was, but Leeds are on the attack again here. That's going to be 3. Oof, tell you what, it could have been. Very easily could have been 3. Excuse me, here's JJ. McCulloch gets tackled there at the last second. Christensen down this right hand side. Oh fuck, if this goes in I'm just gonna... Yeah, do you know what? Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Jumping to result and we lose 4-0. We're the exact same as United. When we lose fucking hard. Except we lose a bit more often than United do, to be fair. Oh my god. That was fucking shambolic. Another fucking ton of goals conceded. It's ridiculous. Where does that leave us in the league now? We dropped down to 10th. 50 fucking goals we've conceded in the league. Well above anybody else. It's such a fucking joke. And now we have to play Leeds again, this time in the FA Cup. Obviously, we're in the what's it called, transfer window now, but I don't think I'm going to be doing much. I'll give you a little look at the shortlist here. If we go transfer hub. So eventually we will need a new keeper. I put down Jordan Pickford because I've never actually used Jordan Pickford in a career mode, and 28 years old, 83 rated. I think he could be a good step up from Schmeichel. Diogo Costa, obviously, who cost a bit more. Oh, he's had a transfer offer rejected from Juventus. 23 years old, same rating as Pickford, and obviously he could be one for the future. David Raya, I think within our price range, he wouldn't be a bad option. Dean Henderson, who obviously we were talking about recently. Hang on, this player is currently out on loan, therefore will not be available, but it's also saying I can approach to sign him. That was weird. Oh, is he running out of contract? Oh, maybe that's why. But it's not letting me do it, obviously, because he's out on loan. Kepa, obviously it hasn't really worked out for him at Chelsea for the most part. He's gone to Bayer Leverkusen here. I think he's just gone there. But I thought he could be an interesting one to bring back. Ibanez is a player I've used in a career mode with United recently, and he was really good, so I've had him there for a centre-back. Jose Gaya obviously plays for Valencia in real life. He's gone to Man City here. He could be one as well. And then wingers, Martinelli, never actually used him before, but obviously we know what a great player he is. Anthony, listen, obviously I'm a United fan. I'd like to bring some United players in here as well. Got Bailey and Brennan Johnson there, as well as other options. But obviously, I'm open to suggestions, and I will obviously keep looking at other players as well. But anyways, Leeds again here. This time in the FA Cup. Williamson, no, you're not going to be playing, lad. I apologise, but you're not good enough. Right, let's make a few changes. I am going to put Alonso in goal. He's going to get his debut. I've never used him before, and I'm looking forward to using him here. Fernandez is going to start. Schuller is going to start. McCulloch is, after a week's rest, he's tired, so that's a bad sign. He's going to come off. Afif can play, but we'll leave him on the bench because we don't really have any other wingers. I'm going to take a risk. Kent is going to come in instead of Porrig. But Porrig is going to go on the bench. and I think I'm going to keep everything else as it is. Because the FA Cup could be important for us this season yet. Or still, I should say. And, yeah. Alonso has had to wait a long time to get his debut in goal. But I just feel like Kasper Schmeichel, as good as he can be, I don't know. I'm not going to say I made a mistake signing him, because I think there was logic behind the why we signed him. But I don't know. He hasn't been setting the world alight as much as I'd hoped. But it's not really his fault. I think it's just the game, to be honest. But still, I wanted to give Alonso a game. So here we go. FA Cup third round. Can we get revenge against Leeds, who've just beaten us in the league? Let's hope so. The handy thing with no European football is that we can obviously we'll still try and rotate in the FA Cup, but we can go pretty strong because we don't have as many games as the teams who are playing in Europe do. Oh my god, we're going to concede early again. Oh, good save by Alonso. Very good save by Alonso. It's been an identical start though to the one in the league. My god, these drinks are going to my head. I tell you what. Oh no! Oh, what a save! Thankfully there was no Leeds player there to capitalise on that. It's Afif. Now Turl. Oh, he's done well. He's done really well. He's going to cut it back. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. It's Schuler. I think he has to play in this game, and he's given us the lead after 9 minutes. Dylan Turl with the assist. Schuler with the finish. 1-0 to Cloyne United. That was a lovely football. I was tempted to have a go myself, but then I spread it out a bit too wide. But in the end, it made the angle perfect to cut it back for Schuler. And we do take the lead here against Leeds. 1-0. Get in there. Great start to our campaign in the FA Cup. Listen, Turl United, we won the FA Cup in season 1. So it's not impossible. We were in the Championship when we did that as well. So it's not impossible. It is not impossible. But I feel like in FIFA this year it's going to be a lot more difficult. Oh, Paulinho, you've done really well there. JJ out to Alex. Oh, looking for JJ again. I think he just got held back a little bit there by the Leeds player. Afif. Oh, I think he was trying to feed it through to JJ, but couldn't get the power behind it. Oh, it's a poor ball. As I said, Turl United obviously was the 6-season challenge. We couldn't go beyond season 6, and we did it in 5 seasons, which was obviously quite good in terms of timing and stuff. But with Cloyne United, I'm not going to put a time frame on this. I think we'll keep going until it feels right to end it. I think that's the best way to go about this career mode, because just FIFA this year is just a lot more unpredictable than last year's FIFA. I could have the best squad in the world and I wouldn't be surprised if I came 7th. You know, that's how FIFA goes this year, which is really annoying. Some people might like that, but I just think it's stupid. You know, you're going to lose games here and there. Like that's totally part of the game. But there's times where this year where I've had a very good team and we just struggle so much, and it's really annoying. Oh, Calabria is put under a bit of pressure there, but he's done well. Alonso doesn't have a lot of power behind his clearances, but managed to get that away. There is JJ. Alex. Oh, Turl. Just a poor touch. Very poor touch. Aronson. Oh, Leeds could be in here. Kent, the future star, who's in the team today, couldn't get there. It's fucking 1-1. God, this dream has not been going to plan. Still yet to pick up a win. analog stick just felt really weird there. Still yet to pick up a win. Drew at Leicester. Lost to Tottenham. Lost to Leeds in the league. And now we're playing them here again in the Cup. Took the lead, but we're now level at 1-1. And the last thing I want is a replay. Because in the game, for some reason, they still have replays in the FA Cup. Which is ridiculous. JJ! Oh, come on! For fuck's sake! Like, no, that's stuff like that really fucking irritates me. Won the sim. Yeah, we did win the sim game, but who was that? Who's that against? Bournemouth. But still, I want to win a game on my own. You know, sim games are great to win and all, but I don't know. It just annoys me when I can't get it done myself. But hopefully that can change here. And it would be nice to go on a cup run. And obviously, if we win the FA Cup, then we'll be playing European football next season. That would obviously put us into the Europa League group stage. Shit! Good save by Alonso. Manages to get a goal kick out of it as well. He's been impressive. To be fair, the goal wasn't his fault. It really wasn't his fault, so he can take pride in that. Oh, Schuler. JJ, come on, lad. Get in there. That's more like it. The English Van Nistelrooy strikes again. 2-1 against Leeds. Right on the stroke of half-time. Oh, tell you what, FIFA, it's a roller coaster of emotions. Kind of like supporting Manchester United. Ups and downs of the highest variety. When it comes to how tense they are. And that's a lovely finish by JJ. Must have a look at the stats after the game for all competitions. Back in front, let's go. It's obviously his first in the FA Cup, because it's our first FA Cup game of the season. Listen, I obviously don't want to talk about these things too soon, even though I have kind of touched on it briefly, but I can't wait for EAFC 23. The first game of the non-FIFA era, for lack of a better term. Life after FIFA. Oh shit, that's going to be too old. Like, just go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, EA. This game is so shit. It's so shit. That's going to be half time as well. Like, it's just ridiculous. It is just fucking ridiculous. You may as well be playing ping pong. Because it's just back and forth every time you go in front. But anyways, as I was saying, EAFC, that's a game I'm looking forward to. I've got some ideas I'd like to try for streams. Obviously, create a club. You know, we'll do something for that as well. Seems like EA football is going to be good. I bloody hope so, JJ. I bloody hope it is. Because this year, you know, FIFA, it's gotten a little bit better as time has gone on, FIFA, but it's just... I knew I couldn't do a Road to Glory this year, like a proper one. Because it's just... I don't think the game is built to do Road to Glories. Unless you have the patience of a fucking saint. You'd want to have the patience of Jesus Christ himself as he was getting crucified. You know? But I really hope next year's game... Well, technically this year's game. I really hope this year's game is better. And it's the first installment of, you know, the new brand. So you want to make a good impression, you know? Here's Turl. Oh, he's done well to hold that up. Oh, lovely. Alex, come on. Come on. Oh, it was a good block. A good block. I feel like if I was playing, I would just be playing highlights. Like, I like the highlights feature sometimes. But yeah, like, it's just... I don't know. I even think that's a bit broken. Like, listen, whatever about the Leicester game, we missed a penalty. It is what it is, you know, that's on me. I still think penalties this year and free kicks are fucking shite. Like, when it comes to FIFA and set pieces, they're either completely overpowered or they're not powered enough. There's no in between. They never get it right. They never ever get it right. Schuler, he's already got one! Couldn't get another one though. If this goes to a replay, I will just play the highlights though. I'm not playing an FA Cup fucking replay. It's ridiculous. Leeds are in again here. I feel like a goal could be coming. Good block by Fernandez. Alonso just runs right into his own net for some reason. McKennie is going to take the corner. It's cleared away. And we get there. Here's Afif. Oh, see, gets 3 players fucking swarming fucking around him. You're having a laugh, like. You're having a laugh if you think this game is fair. Go on. Go on. Oh, I still have it. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, wait, I got the free kick. Never mind. But again, I'm not shooting from here. I'm not shooting from here. Because free kicks are fucking horrendous this year. Oh, I thought that was going to work. I thought that was going to work. Right, let me see. Is there any changes I could make? I've not been overly impressed with myself. I'm going to take Turl off. I don't think I've had a good game. And I'm getting tired as well. So Chavez can come on. Fernandez at the back is getting a little bit tired. I'll bring on back just to freshen it up. And that's all we'll do for now. Right, Alex to whip it in. It's going to go for another corner. Going to take this one short. Let's try something a bit different. That's nowhere near where I want the ball to go, but it could work out. Schuler deflected, another corner. We are putting the pressure on them. Alex with another good ball in. Oh, I think maybe I could have brought on Porrig as well. I think we need a bit of height. I don't mean to confuse people as well if I'm calling Ring and Cullen by their first names. It's just because I know them in real life. Obviously, they're creative players, but they're based off real people. So I apologise. It's just I know them in real life, and it's just weird for me to call them by their surnames. I mean, me and Alex are actually related. And Porrig is, you know, my best friend of over 20 years. So, I apologise if it's confusing people. But I think you should know by now who's who. But Porrig I'm going to bring on. I just feel like we need a bit more height. Kent has had a decent game, but yeah, I just think we need a bit more of a presence there. Good clearance away. Oh, if Afif had more pace. Oh, go on, Chavez. Okay, let's stay calm here. Stay calm. Chavez. Get the fuck in there. I had to sacrifice myself to bring him on, but it's paid off, and it's 3-2 with 10 minutes to go. But I'm not going to get excited just yet. Not going to get excited just yet, right? Because as we've seen, Leeds normally go up the other end and bloody score themselves. But that's a lovely finish by Chavez. 3-2 here in the FA Cup, the competition that Manchester United won in the semi-final today against Brighton on penalties. And could we advance to the 4th round here in this career mode with a win over Leeds? We're 9 or so minutes away from doing so. Aronson out to Harrison. Here's Roca. See, already I feel like Leeds are just cutting through us. Alonso with a brilliant save. Absolutely fantastic save. Let's see if there's another change I could make. Pace-wise, he's got 82 pace. What does Afif have? 88. Oh my god. What's his sprint speed? 88. 81. Okay. God. I think I'm going to bring on... Yeah, I think Cardosa. Maybe just get a bit more energy in the midfield. He doesn't play a lot, Cardosa. But I just think we need some fresh legs. I think as long as we have fresh legs in the midfield, then that should help us. And obviously we've got fresh legs at the back. Obviously we brought on our 2 centre-backs. Oh my god, Alonso, what a save again. He's had a very impressive debut here. Tempted to give him a game in the league. Not that I'm dropping Schmeichel like permanently, it's just to kind of, you know, let's get a real feel for what he's like. He was the goalkeeper we were given from the start. Schmeichel was the signing I decided to make. We get a free kick here, which is great. Jesus Christ, Borg is put under a bit of pressure there, but he's done well. Oh, Leeds are pressing a lot now. Oh, that was a risky ball, but it finds Calabria. Here's Alex. Oh, and Chavez is in again. Oh, we're in. And he gives it to the English Van Nistelrooy, JJ, who wraps it up. We are going to the 4th round of the FA Cup. We get revenge against Leeds. Oh, get in there. Finally, I win a game on my own. And Chavez, that was the sub that made the difference. You love to see it. That was a lovely ball by Alex. He was going to go for his second, but he teed it up for JJ, our top scorer, the man in form. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Game, set and match indeed. And Leeds aren't coming back from that. Big impact to Chavez. Yeah, he's been brilliant since he came on. The impact player off the... 5 added minutes as well, and Leeds could have done a lot in that time. At least if they score now, we'll still have the goal advantage. Gallardo does really well there. Could we be in again here? Excuse me, Afif. Oh, JJ! Is he in for the hat-trick? Oh, he's going to be unselfish, and he tees it up for Alex, who makes it 5-2. Oh, and all of a sudden it looks like we've absolutely run away with this game, when really we haven't. We really haven't. It's been a tough game, but we are steamrolling our way to the FA Cup 4th round. JJ with a brilliant run. I think I took a touch too many with him, which is why I decided to square it for Alex. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 5-2. Have that, you fucking scumbags, Leeds. No offence to anyone from Leeds. Oh, brilliant result. Brilliant result. I can smile again now. I was getting frustrated, but I feel a lot better after that. And we are in the FA Cup 4th round draw. JJ and Chavez, 1-2 combo. I tell you what, that's been a deadly partnership today. So it has. And Alonso thought he actually did quite well in goal. To the point where I'm tempted to give him a game against Southampton in the league, which is our next game. I think I might make a couple of changes for that. Williamson, I mean, he's like 29, I think, and he's 70 rated, and he's asking me to play. Like, hang on now. There we go. Age. Yeah, like, I mean, fuck off, dude. We're never going to play that game. Honestly, they need to fix that in the next one. Funny enough, we get a transfer offer for Alonso. He's obviously impressed. He's impressed Werder Bremen. But we will not be accepting that. As we come into this game here against Southampton. There'll be Everton up next in the Cup, which is interesting. So Southampton are not having a great season. They currently lie in... Let me just see here. In 18th place, so they're in the relegation zone. We're in 10th. With a minus 14 goal difference, which is unbelievable. And not in a good way. But let me just have a quick look there at something. There was just something I wanted to see. So I've finally gone up a rating, 79, which is good. But JJ has 20 goals in 24 appearances. 16 in the league. 2 in the League Cup. 2 in the FA Cup. 5 assists on top of that. Fantastic. Alex, 6 goals and 4 assists. That's very good. I feel like I need to put myself on a different development. Oh, damn it. I didn't. Oh, I'm giving myself a new contract. Oh, I didn't mean that. Shit. Okay, I've got to upset myself here because I don't want to give myself a new contract. Yeah. That was a mistake. Right. Even though I'm only on 25 grand a week, so that's something I probably will have to address soon. Listen, I'd love to be on 25 grand a week in real life, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I feel like maybe some of these... yeah, maybe this development plan. Yeah, my composure definitely needs to go up. Balance could be good. Ball control and dribbling. Stamina, strength, vision. Yeah, let's go with that. Just feel like I need a bit more improvement in certain areas. But let's get into this game against Southampton. who obviously, as I said, are in the relegation zone. I'm going to change the jersey. There's a bit of a clash there. I think we can get away with the purple kit today, 100%. Let's go into team management. And, right, so I am going to give Alonso another game in goal, because he did impress me. Afif actually had quite a good game, so he's going to start. Chavez is going to start, but so is Schuller. I'm going to put myself on the bench. I think I need a bit of a kick up the ass. And I'm going to put Kent on the bench as well, because I do want to start playing him more. And other than that, I think we'll go up the same team. Here we go, against Southampton at St. Mary's. Let's hope we can get our first 3 points that we earn by playing ourselves today, instead of simming it. And then I think I'll leave it with the Brighton game. So this will probably be the last game we play today. But it's been a good stream. Obviously, I'm very happy with United's result today in real life. And I think it's just, it's made me kind of, you know, get over the fact that we've not been great in this stream today. But whatever. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Listen, this is the first season with this team. You can't expect it all to click straight away. Oh, I love this purple jersey so much. I think I'm going to keep that as the theme for the third kit. Purple and gold. Or maybe purple, black and gold at some stage. But I think we're going to keep the purple. I really do like it. So Alonso making his Premier League debut. Nice Sunday stream before a new week. Yeah, I think I said it before to you, JJ. I do quite like streaming on a Sunday. I don't know, there's just something about it. You know, Sunday is obviously a bit more of a relaxing day anyway. And I think, to be honest with you, I've been under... Between me and my lovely viewers, I've been under a bit of stress lately. And I think this can be a bit of a stress reliever from times. It's like jiu-jitsu. I mean, Saturday I went to jiu-jitsu. Obviously, I do jiu-jitsu 2 or 3 times a week. I've been doing that since January. And Saturday, it was just... I just felt like I needed that session. And I felt so much better afterwards. I felt like... I said it afterwards. I felt like a new man. I just felt great, you know? And martial arts is a great way of doing that, you know? Because it's... You know, you're getting your energy out, maybe getting some frustration out, but in a very controlled environment, you know? And with some great people. Like, down where I train at T45, there's a lot of great people down there. There's JJ. And, I tell you, speaking of great people, he's been a fucking legend of this YouTube channel. And he's a legend of this career mode. JJ with an absolutely another fantastic goal. 1-0 here against Southampton. Perfect start. Lovely ball by Afif, however you fucking say his name. He's been in great form. Lovely finish. Absolutely lovely finish. "17 goals in 22 games. Brilliant race. So I need to check the golden boot stats at the moment, actually. I'm not sure if you're top of it or not, JG. We need to check that after this game. So remind me if I do forget. Oh, God. Maybe drinking whilst doing this stream wasn't the best choice, but fuck it, who cares? Who cares? We're enjoying ourselves. It's only a game of FIFA at the end of the day. Even though, you know, says the man who gets very angry over it at the age of 25. But, you know, whatever. Who cares? There's Palunya. I hate saying it, but the midfield feels much better today without me in it. Oh, it's a good ball. Oh, ho, ho, ho. JJ would have been there to finish it. A last second interception there by the Southampton defence. Oh, Calabria. He's done well there. Oh, that's not where I wanted the ball to go. That Southampton-Arsenal game, by the way, I meant to say that earlier when we were talking about Arsenal and Man City. That Arsenal-Southampton game on Friday was fucking crazy. The only annoying thing is I actually missed the first 2 goals from Southampton. I tuned in. I just came back home because I'd been out for a bit. And I came back in and Southampton were 2-0 up and I was like, holy shit. But the rest of that game was just absolutely mental. Oh, Schuller. Very nearly further justifying why I've dropped Turl today. Porrig with the header is back. Calabria to Cullen. Oh, lovely by Cullen. Calabria. That's a good ball in. Or it's a good attempted ball in, but What am I? Who am I kidding? That was a terrible ball in. But yeah, no, Southampton, to be fair to them. And you see, we're at that stage of the season where when you play these teams who are near the bottom of the table as we give away a free kick, like, you can't guarantee that you're going to get the 3 points, because this is where the bottom few teams start playing for, they're playing for their Premier League lives. So, good save by Alonso. So they will start upping the quality a bit, It happens. It happens. Oof. Excuse me. It's going to go out for a goal kick. But Alonso, he's been a good presence in goal, I have to say. Yeah, Kasper Schmeichel, I thought it was a clever signing, but I don't know. He makes some decent saves, but I don't know. Maybe he wasn't the signing I should have gone for, I'm not going to say it was a mistake, because I think the mistake would have been not signing him and wondering, should we have gone for another keeper? Because Alonso, listen, this is only a second game. And, with all due respect to Leeds and Southampton, it's Leeds and Southampton, so I don't want to get too carried away. But no, he's doing well so far. So it could be something to look at. We've got Brighton after this, so I might put him in for that game. And if he has another good game there, then we'll just keep him in. I think we only signed Schmeichel on a 2-year deal anyway. And he's coming towards the end of his career, so it's not going to be too much of a big deal. But I do eventually want to get a higher rated keeper, because I think Alonso, he's only 77 rated. I think he'll only go up by a certain amount. Chavez! Oh, good save. Could have been 2-0 there. It's all close between the title, European spots, and relegation. Yeah, it's been a good season. I think it's been a gripping season. It's kind of nice that nobody has kind of run away with anything. Oh, Porrig just blasted over the bar, and that's been good. It's been good that it's obviously I'd prefer if United were in a more comfortable position for top 4, but I think it just goes to show why the Premier League is the best league in the world. Arsenal, who were running away with the league, are now clinging on to it for dear life. And if they lose to Man City, oh my god, what a save by Alonso. Okay, this man is really impressing at the moment. He really, really is. I tell you what, Schmeichel will be nervous watching this game, because Alonso is having a fantastic performance. It's headed away. I think that'll be half time. Yes, it is. 1-0 up. But yeah, I think it's been good. I think it really has been good that we've had such an entertaining season. And it's been a long season as well, obviously, because of the World Cup. I mean, August feels like it was fucking ages ago now. You know what I mean? I mean, the FA Cup final will be in June. Like, that's mental. Like, we've had Champions League finals in June, but FA Cup finals? I'm not sure what... Actually, let me just double check something there. What date is the Champions League final? UCL final 2023 will be on the 10th of June. Like, that's very late for a Champions League final. It really is. Oh, speaking of really great, that was a great ball to Chavez. Finds JJ. Schuller. Paulinho. He's going to line it up. Oh, thought it was going to go out to Alex there, who would have been in a good position. Porrig now. Chavez. Oh, JJ in again. Oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. JJ yet again. He makes it 2-0 here against Southampton. Oh, my God. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Week after the FA Cup, Premier League ends on the 28th of May. Yeah, look, it's been a long season. A long, long season. Like, I remember I was obviously at Clash at the Castle, and the second day I was over there, or like the first full day I was over there, was the day United played Leicester at the King Power. And then a few days later we played Arsenal at home. Like, that feels like it was a season ago. I can't believe that was in the same season that we're currently in. It just feels like such a long time ago. Obviously, listen, we started the season early, and we're ending it late, so that's obviously going to be the case. But I think... Oh, shit. Shit! Oh, Alonso, you beauty again! Oh, I'm loving this man. I am loving this man in goal. Maybe I'm starting to think it was a mistake not playing him from the get-go. Because he's been brilliant. That's a fantastic save. Football League ends on the 8th of May. That's relatively early, I suppose, in comparison to the Premier League. Obviously, they'll have the playoffs and stuff afterwards. Right, I'm getting kind of selfish here, and I want to play myself. Right, we're playing really well. I want to see how I fit into this equation. I'm going to bring myself on in the 57th minute here. Or 56th minute, I should say. Here we go. I've learnt my lesson. I got dropped for a game. I'm coming off the bench. See what I can do. Here we go. Porrig gives it to me. Hey, I've had a successful pass. That's a good start. Oh, we've been really good in this game. Oh, it's a pen. Oh! Thought he was going to go down. I was convinced we were about to have a penalty there. Southampton have Nottingham Forest up next. Two teams who in real life are fighting to stay up. Oh. Oh, back. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Gallardo loses it. Oh, what a time to have an itchy nose. Not a great time to have an itchy nose. Good block. Oh, Paulinho heads it away, but it goes right fucking back to Southampton. Oh, Porrig. The presence at the back. I went quiet there for a bit. I was getting kind of nervous, I won't lie. There's Afif. JJ's through the middle here. Can he find him? Oh, JJ's done well, but he just couldn't control the ball as well as he would have liked. And Southampton are on the break, but that's going to go out for a throw-in. 20 minutes to go now. Still 2-0 up. Some of the passing has been... Oh, shit. Oh, Alonso with another good save. Maybe he could have caught that one, but he went for the spectacular save. Still, by the time playoffs are done, it'll be the end of May. Yeah, I like watching the playoffs. I don't think I actually did watch them last year, but I do like tuning in to the playoffs. I actually work with someone who's a Derby fan, so he's see his team playing a few playoff finals. Oh, Afif. Oh, I think Alex would have been offside, but it was a good run. Or a good intended run, at least. Diallo. Southampton, if they get one, makes it a bit of a grandstand game then. Let's see what we can do here. I think I want to give McCulloch a game. Why not? JJ's on a hat-trick, but we do have Brighton up next, so we'll give JJ a rest. And I'm going to put Porrig at left-back, and Kent is going to come on at centre-back. They're doing alright, Derby. Yeah, from what I hear, they're doing alright. Obviously, I hear that from Rory, who I work with, who's a big Derby fan. We nearly played Derby in the FA Cup. Obviously, when I went to see United play West Ham had just knocked out Derby, so that could have been the game that we had, but obviously it wasn't to be. Oh God! Oh, that's so typical. So typical. I make the subs, and then Southampton fucking score. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Right. I said if they got one, then we were up for a bit of a grandstand finish. What a time for Kent to come on. Couldn't get the ball out of his fucking feet there. No clean sheet again. Just can't win a game and keep a clean sheet in this career mode from the looks of things. 2 clean sheets so far, and we're in January. Or 3, I think it was, actually, because of the Sin game. I forgot about that against Bournemouth. Still, Alonso, I'm not going to hold that against him. He's had a very good performance. He's made some good saves. Let's just hope now that we don't end up ruining that. There's Turl. Obviously came off the bench after a not-so-great performance in the FA Cup. McCulloch starting to get his first few appearances of the season. Evan Ferguson came on for JJ. I hope that's not something I rue by the end of this game. Oh my god, what a ball. Oh, what a tackle by Kent. Oh, the future star. With a world-class tackle. Paulinho. Alright, let's just go back to the keeper. We don't need to risk anything here. Alonso. Maybe came out a bit too far. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Alright, a minute left. Let's put the ball out of play. Just put it out of play. Belt it out. There we go, that's full time. We do get another win. 2-1 here against Southampton, who are struggling. That was one of our best performances of the season, I think. We were unlucky to concede in the end. Meanwhile, Oxford's still hanging on, one place above relegation. We play teams around us, and one of them is already relegated, but final day we play Accrington, who are 3 points behind us, a bag of nerves. Oh god, the last day of the season is always so tense when you're playing for something, but I can't imagine what it's like when you're trying to survive relegation, especially in the Football League, where it's such a fucking, it's such a mess. But 2-1 winner over Southampton, and it's so unpredictable, which is the beauty of it. I think it's the best. England definitely has the best lower divisions in the world, and the best top division in the world as well, in my opinion. Like, would you see that excitement in the Spanish or German second and third divisions? Probably not. But that's the beauty of it. Right. Okay, we get 95,000 for our win in the FA Cup. That's good to know. So let's go up to this game against Brighton, and let's have a look at the stats for the Golden Boot. That's something I really want to do. Where do I go for that again? Why can't I remember where to go for that? Is it here, maybe? Golden Boot check. Yeah, on it. Here we go. JJ, you are leading the Golden Boot race. Fair play. 22 games, and you've scored 18 goals. Diaz behind with 17 goals for Liverpool. Kane with 15 for Tottenham. Mahrez having a good season. 13 and 23 for Man City. Avila for Leeds has scored 13. Haaland with 13. For his standards, it's not great. Martinelli with 12. Bruno Fernandes with 11, which is good to see for him. And then it's all kind of spread down. Rashford only with 8, which is disappointing to see. If we go to assists, who's on top? Sterling with 8 assists. I don't think we have a single player here. Oh, we do. Chavez has got 4. Okay, it's not terrible, I suppose. But let's just see here. Interest in Martinelli. Okay, that's something to keep an eye on. So yeah, let's have a look at the league table before we finish up. So we end the episode in 9th, which, it's okay. It's okay. That's all I'm kind of willing to say right now. It's fine. I think that when you look at the amount of goals we've conceded, the fact that we're not fighting to stay in the league is, it's good. We have lost 9 games, which is way too many. But we've won 11, 2 draws, 38 goals scored. Obviously, we've got JJ leading the Golden Boot race, which is good to see. I think that just goes to show how important he's been for us, and he's keeping our heads above water for the most part. Tottenham are top of the league. Well, it's FIFA when you see that. But yeah, who's down near the bottom? We've Brentford, Fulham, and Southampton. So that's why you can't take FIFA too seriously when you see Fulham and Brentford towards the bottom of the league, and Brighton. 3 teams who are doing fantastic in real life, and for some reason FIFA just aren't rating them. Obviously, we have Everton next in the FA Cup. Out of curiosity, how are the things going in the Champions League? So, any shocks here in the group stage? Barcelona, just like in real life, dropping down to the Europa League. No, the groups look fairly realistic now. Celtic qualified for the group stage. Sorry, for the last 16. That's really good to see. Fair play to Celtic. Dortmund dropping down. Juventus dropping down, just like in real life. So that's interesting to see. How are United doing in the Europa League? I'd like to see United win it here, obviously, because I'm a United fan. But obviously, we couldn't do it in real life. We've topped the group, though, here. Sociedad came bottom of the group. Jeez, the team who topped the group in real life. Obviously, they're not the same 2 teams who we had in the They're not the same two teams who we had in real life. That's because of the fact that those two teams aren't in FIFA. But United have gone straight to the last 16, which is good to see. And I'm not going to lie, I don't really give a shit about the Conference League, but okay, West Ham would have came second in their group after just behind Anderlecht. Who's in the FA Cup? We've got Everton in the FA Cup, but let's have a look at the other rounds. The other games, I should say, in the fourth round. So we're playing Everton at home, Brighton and Huddersfield, Portsmouth, Fulham, Harrogate and Newcastle. Imagine if Harrogate could pull off an upset. That would be quite something. QPR, Liverpool, Plymouth and Hull, Leicester, Spurs, Bradford, Norwich, Chelsea, Man City in the fourth round of the FA Cup. That's a big one for this stage of the competition. Oh wow, Burton and Forest Green. Bloody hell, get your popcorn ready for that. No offence to either team there, I apologise. Birmingham, Middlesbrough, West Brom and Watford, Luton and United, Sunderland, Preston, West Brom and Southampton, and Nottingham Forest and Cambridge. So, apart from Chelsea, Man City, a fellow Premier League team who are only 4 points behind us in the league, even though we have a game in hand. But yeah, lads, that will do it for this episode. I will be on again tomorrow. I can promise you that because I want to start banging these streams out. Thursday was great. I really, really enjoyed Thursdays. And today has been good as well. And I want to keep the ball rolling here. So let's, we'll be back. Let's do it again tomorrow. We'll be back on here again. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, JJ. Hope you take care as well, pal. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a good one.